Hello, my name is Richard Dunks, and I'm here with the Community Data Empowerment Project to talk about pivot tables. Specifically, we're going to talk about pivot tables in Google Sheets. But I want to start off with the simple explanation. What's the value of pivot tables? Pivot tables are a powerful data summarization and comparison tool. It can help you make sense of a lot of data very quickly, understanding trends and patterns and other things in the data that you're working with. It's very useful to quickly understand the data and it's very useful to graph data, so especially graphing trends and changes over time. So we're going to start off with working with Dallas police arrest data for 2020 as part of our Community Data Empowerment Project. So we've got our police arrest data here. And as you can see, this is from January 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2020. So about 6 months of data. And if you look at this, we actually have here, I'm highlighting the field here, 6,476 arrests. 6,477 minus 1. So we've got a good number of data points, number of arrests. It's not huge, but it's also not too small where we can't identify trends. And we look through this data and we have some very interesting things we want to look at. Arrest dates, times, some information about who was the arresting officer, whether it was a weapon, where they were arrested, race, ethnicity, sex. So interesting kinds of information that we want to be able to summarize at a higher level. And the way we do that is with a pivot table. So the pivot table in Google Sheets comes from we go to our data tab and we click pivot table. Now the key thing here is to make sure that the data range includes all of our data. It should default to it if we don't have anything selected. We select new sheet and click create. So it's going to create the pivot table in a new tab here. And as you can see, we've got the rows, columns, values, and we've got our menu of options over here in the pivot table editor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those columns and put them into either rows or columns here. We're going to add which values we want to add by, and then we can also filter. We'll go over all of these in a future video. Just to remind ourselves though, we talked about the pivot table in Google Sheets. To insert it, we select data from the menu bar, select pivot table, check the range, it should be all of our data, check the destination, it should be a new sheet, and then click create. Data, pivot table, create. And this is where we're stopping for this video. Well, as we said, we'll go into things you can do with pivot tables in future videos. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to connect with us, you can check out our website, datafordallas.org, email us at info@datafordallas, or find us on Facebook or Instagram.